Students like Shy Johnson just try to make it through the day.
They go throw trash at me.
They were throwing trash at you? How did that make you feel?
Mad.
Until this year, when her mom called on a family friend for help. It was Carson, starting quarterback Carson.
I emailed Carson, told him that Shy was having some issues, was just wanting some names, and he took it a step further and went and gathered Shy up at lunch, and she's been eating lunch with him ever since.
It feels good to know that, we helped someone else, because, I mean, we're doing good, everything for us is going well, but, someone else needs to feel good.
Over the past 40 years, the United States has passed legislation to protect individuals with physical disabilities. In 1973, the Rehabilitation Act. In 1975, the Education of All Handicapped Children Act, or now called IDEA. And in 1990, the Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA, just to name a few. We have a lot of legislation to protect people with physical disabilities, but we continue to have problems with discrimination of these individuals.
Stereotype that's often there for people with physical disabilities is that there may be mental disabilities in place along with the physical disability. I think people just make that assumption. I hear from students who, all the time with physical disabilities, wheelchair users, who say people talk slower to them or they talk down to them, thinking that the two go hand in hand.
People tend to underestimate what I can do, and again, I'm not one that's, my level of injury is not as bad as some, so I'm still very independent, and people don't always realize that. They just assume that that I need extra help.
I have not seen teachers advertently be cruel to a student with a physical disability. What I have seen, though, is kind of inadvertent cruelty in that they didn't properly plan the space in the classroom.
What can we as teachers do to eliminate the discrimination against people with physical disabilities?
They just assume that we can't, that we need the help. And sometimes it's better just to ask first if it's something that we need help with. Getting my chair out of a car. I get a lot of people, here, let me help you with that. No, I got a system, it works fine. I appreciate your help, thank you. But just don't assume that we need help getting out of our car or help in certain situations. I see that happen a lot.
Chris Ahearns, an Olympian who played on the U.S. Paralympic soccer team in the 2012 London Olympics, suggests, I really think you need to educate peers around them, use Disability Awareness Day, peer buddies, and be tuned into their specific needs. I've found that when the peers are educated, they are much more accepting and inclusive. Overall, a healthy and positive environment will help immensely.
The main thing is hold the student with the disability to the same standards that you do everybody else.
I have seen it affect other students with physical disabilities when teachers don't set it up for that student to be as independent as possible.
Just to review, here are some things you can do. Before you help a person with a physical disability, ask to be sure they need help. Educate students to provide an accepting and inclusive environment in your classroom. Be consistent with your high standards with all of your students, including those with a disability, and set up your classroom so each student can access everything independently. For more information, you can visit the following websites: PE Central, which offers adaptive PE videos, the CDC's website, which offers information about people with disabilities, needs outreach for persons with physical and health disabilities, and Bright Hub Education, offering classroom strategies for teaching students with physical disabilities.